Welcome back everyone dito sa latest episode ng Triple Trouble, The Gang of Three. The Gang of Three. Kasama natin si former Associate Justice Antonio Carpio at of course parang ayaw mag-shaken sa akin, my former Trojan War veteran. Pansin mo, Justice Carpio, fresh. Ikaw lang fresh sa amin tatlo. Kami dalawa parang mga yung mga 4 a.m. Club kami. Ito na, from a very serious discussion about not so interim, very misunderstanding discussion kanina sa West Philippines. Balik naman tayo dito sa Pilipinas because Justice Carver, people are wondering what's going on with the impeachment. Are we going according to what's expected? May mga debate kung yung grave threat yung dapat bingo or ngayon actually things are getting more interesting. The Octa, the survey that showed actually yung pinaka-sensitive issue para sa ating kababayan is actually bribery or yung even in confidential fund twice more than yung issue ng grave threats. And then, of course, you had Lorna Kapunan having also her moment in the sun the other day and as we speak. So, many interesting things. But, Justice, because you're the more respectable member of this panel, let me start with Sir Ronald. Kasi kaninang 4 a.m. nagte-textan kami. Sabi ko, nakita mo to, bro? Ito, Sir Ronald. Harry Roque. Hello, bro. Hang in there and keep on fighting the good fight, dude. Call me when able, pare.
Text na kay Peter.
Alam mo ba yung movie na, since, totally wala, but remember we were doing a movie review Odyssey. Alam mo yung movie na Call Me By Your Name?
Then,
Hindi. Okay, anyway.
pero, nagkamali si Harry. Dapat,
What's going there?
dapat ang text na, te.
Ka na naman, Sir Ronald. What's going on? What's the solidarity bromance? Why is Harry Roque even relevant na lumilitaw dito sa Gang of Three discussion natin?
Hindi ko alam sa'yo. Ba't siya sinasama rito? Si Humba Queen.
Pero kayo ba have you had interaction with Harry? Is he someone who uses bro? Is this
Upilo eh.
I haven't heard him say that.
Upilo kayo lahat. Diba? Mahilig ba kayo mag-bro sa isa sa Upilo? Pag nagtuturo.
Pero sa Upilo, maraming faction doon.
Yan ang
Talo na ng Communist
yun ang
Party of
Xi
China.
Jinping Chinese faction na
Well, sa UP Law, Brad ang tawag namin dito.
Brad, yun. Parang gusto kayo sa Ronald Brad. Ito talaga bro, dude pare tol, chong bro. Sir Ronald, bago tayo pumunta sa ating more respectable guest, magsimula naman tayo kasi nagigising na tayo. Is Alan Peter Cayetano really in trouble? So much so na isang pugante, isang nagmamahal sa bayan ay nagsasabi sa kanya na bro, I will stand by you. Call me. Is he offering legal services? Does Alan Peter Cayetano need legal services of Harry Roque just in case? How much Sige, yung camera sa akin lang. Huwag niyo muna pakita kasi marami mga construction activity nangyari. Sa akin lang yung camera. Okay, yan. Alright. Thank you very much. By the way, connoisseur ng coffee si Justice Carpe, just in case you didn't know. Competitive to Sir Ronald. Sabi, hindi, mas magaling ako dyan magluto ng kape. Okay, Sir Ronald. Tama na. Okay, tapos na yung construction. Sir Ronald, how in trouble is bro Alan Peter Cayetano?
Well, very much in trouble. Una ay he almost destroyed the Senate as an institution.
Right.
So yung burden niya nasa kanya, lalo na re-electionist siya. No?
Right.
Ikalawa ay meron siyang kaso hindi lamang sa usapin ng flood control.
Right.
Sa Taguig na medyo parang lumalabas ay napaka-compelling ng evidence. No?
Correct.
Meron din siyang kaso dito sa usapin ng obstruction of justice.
Right.
Diba? Tapos ay meron pang mga ibang kaso na hinahanda sa kanya. Halimbawa itong sa NBI Task Force on the previous Southeast Asian Games.
Yung Caldero affair.
Hindi lang. Caldero is but the tip of the iceberg. No? Dahil
yung malaking Caldero, yung tip lang yun.
Yung Peace Corps, yung NGO na tinayo niya, na wala siya sa board pero naging chairman siya, billions yung pumasok dyan na pera. Wow. So, multi-billion peso yung mga kaso na pwedeng iharap sa kanya.
Right.
Halimbawa, itong mga projects dito sa Taguig na kung sakali magkakaroon ng mga witnesses, ay pwede siyang ma-implicate. hindi lang ito quadruple, hindi lang ito double, triple reporting, quadruple reporting. Same project, no? Kumuha ng pondo for 4 different projects,
Wow, that's
etc. Kaya siguro sa kanyang political career, ito yung pinakamalaki niyang problema.
this is his biggest scandal.
Yes. Nasabay-sabay from obstruction of justice to plunder in relation sa flood control na hindi na nasubmit na sa ombudsman yung mga ebidensya ni Senator Ping Lacson at itong bubuksan na Blue Ribbon
Right.
na siya rin ay magiging main cast at itong usapin sa NBI no, na malamang plunder din yan.
Wait, just a question kasi kanina tanong kay Justice na parang how do we know ito yung laman ng interim deal? How do we know this and that? Let me just ask you, Sir Ronald, parang ang dami mong alam about Alan Peter Cayetano's case. I wonder where you get your information.
Well, practically nilabas na yan ni Ping Lacson.
Okay, at least transparent tayo.
Even the pictures.
Parang alam mo lahat ng mga you're on top of his...
Nilabas na rin yan ni NBI Director Melvin Matibag.
Right.
Diba? Tapos yung sa Southeast Asian Games, dati pa lumabas yan eh. Yung sinasabi kong tip of the iceberg na kaldero.
Hindi, pero akala namin, yung malaking kaldero, yun na yun. Yung pala tip lang yung malaking kaldero na yan. Wow, that's a huge...
Tapos, tingin ko ay nireject na siya ni Jesus Christ as his, as his ambassador. No?
I think we can move on. Kinakabahan ako pag pumupunta tayo sa ganito. Justice Carpio, eto na, we had the perspective of Associate Justice Ronald Llamas. Have you noticed he has new titles again? Justice Carpio, how in trouble is Alan Peter Cayetano? I mean, kasi, to be honest, Justice, I was talking to some senators, sabi niya, medyo worried sila sa optics na biglang nagdi-disappear daw yung kabilang bench, di ba? Kung ano, ito para French Parliament, may left and right. Yung left, biglang nagiging ghost senator yung iba. Kung may ghost project, ghost senator.
Dwindling number.
Natulukot lang. Wala na, eliminated. Like, what's going on, Justice? How worried should Alan be that susunod siya sa ating mga legal luminary na si Marcoleta?
Well, I think the charges against him are very serious.
Very serious. Okay, that's from him na. Hindi na Ronald. This is serious. Like,
Yung flood control projects, at least 2 are ghost projects. So that qualifies for plunder. So, and I think that's well documented.
correct.
The other one is the one that Ronald mentioned, the NGO that got the money to put up the infrastructure in the Southeast Asian Games. And
Right.
under the Constitution, even if it's a private company,
Correct.
if it receives money from the government, that can be audited by COA.
Yes.
And I think we will see that audit soon. So, and
Wow.
they cannot get out of that audit.
Wow.
So that's
So, non-bailable plunder charge potentially. What is in the pipeline here?
that's not an unbailable plunder charge for the ghost. Because there are 2 ghost
Right.
projects that's qualifies for plunder, the amount
Right.
and the number of transactions. The other one is that's a huge amount that was downloaded
Yun nga, yeah.
as a donation, no?
Yes.
But under the Constitution, COA must audit the expenses.
Right.
So lalabas lahat yan, no?
Lalo na, pinakain lang nila sa athletes, kikiam.
At saka yung mga foreigners, di ba, galit na galit. Ang dami mga athletes na foreigner, talo daw sila dahil hindi masarap yung food. Ang tagal nila naghintay sa... Wow.
So he is I would say, in serious trouble here.
From 1 to Harry Roque. Like, sorry, Justice. From 1 to Harry Roque, how much in trouble? Like, could we see mas pugante o kailangan ba ng whole departure order? Like, what are we looking?
No, they still follow the
Yeah.
template of Marcoleta
Marcoleta. Who?
and Jinggoy. But the problem is, and the Revilla. But the problem, si Revilla may
Wait lang. Mamaya na kay. Wag natin kuluin. Yung the Revilla deserves its own subsection. Can we park muna the J&J and Revilla and Kilay? Dito muna tayo, Justice. So the Mark Oleta template, that's how you see. Except, I don't see him going gently into the night. In fairness, if there's one thing that got my respect for Mark Oleta is gentlemanly. He went there, he surrendered. Kasi si Jinko may drama-drama pa di ba? Ito gentlemanly at hindi katulad nung si Bato na hindi ko alam nasan siya ngayon. Parang I'm having a hard time seeing this guy not doing a live stream habang inuuli siya or something. Parang I just like, you tell me, Sir Ron, I cannot imagine him gently going into the den or of lions or ganun. What's your region?
Well, I don't think he can resist because
Right.
there will be a warrant of arrest, no? That's non-bailable. So, it's a very serious charge.
Very serious charge. Did you expect it to reach here from a few months ago? I mean,
Well, if
even Marcoleta was like idea of Marcoleta going to go.
if you live in glass houses, don't throw stones.
Yeah, exactly. Yun ang problema. And don't live stream stoning other houses. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
well, he
right.
has to defend himself, but all these things are well documented. No, there are pictures that the same picture was used to collect two different projects. So,
Wow.
paano yun?
Parang dalawang biatos din. Parang ganun din nangyari.
Saka it appears na even his brother, who was a former mayor of Taguig, is also helping Ping Lacson.
Yeah,
So,
I think they will call him. No,
At syempre, as a former mayor and a brother, he knows where part of the bodies are buried.
Where the zombie projects are buried. Ganun.
especially the ghost projects in Taguig. He knows that because he was formerly mayor.
Mayor, yeah, exactly. He knows everything.
And even if you go to Taguig, you will see this karatula that's a project of the Diskaya family.
Right, right.
Oh, yung Sunwell, mga contractor,
Sunwell,
mga
they're
notorious
all there, all
constructors. Yun lang dyan, no? At yan lang yung mga ghost. Yung mga iba
Zombie.
na merong 69% na hindi na-deliver
Medyo ano.
or mga
Walking Dead.
overpriced,
Dead, oh.
overpriced.
Medyo Walking
yung
Dead,
nature
oh.
kasi ng flood control, dahil nakatago yan sa ilalim, hindi mo alam kung anong materials ang ginamit dyan.
Correct.
Ang notoriety dyan ay,
Substandard.
halimbawa, meron kang flood control sa Cebu, imbis na bakal ang ginamit kawayan. So, ibig sabihin, ang nagastos lang is 20 to 30%. No? Ibig sabihin,
Pinulsa yung...
60 to 70% ay kickback na yon.
And dahil substandard, lalabas ngayon yung baho, literally. Because, di ba, I mean, if it doesn't last. The endurance factor is not there. So what you're saying, hindi lang ghost project, hindi lang zombie project, but yung Walking Dead projects ngayon,
Mas marami.
lalabas. Mas marami pa yun.
marami yun.
Oh, wow.
At saka itong mga projects na ito, nagulat nga ako, in their billions, no? In their billions.
Wow.
No, yung mga sloping projects nila sa Taguig, no? Malaki yan. Malaki. Kaya ang mali ni Alan, inaway niya si Ping Lacson.
Yun. That was really reckless of him, no?
Parang lahat inaway naman niya eh. Brother niya, si Ping, no?
Si Sarah lang, I never heard him ever say anything negative about Duterte's. Bakit kaya, Sir Ron?
Hindi, galit sa kanya si Sarah.
Oh, hindi rin
Dahil
siya
doon sa
type.
away nila sa speakership.
Nanggulo siya. Kasi yung kabila kay Sarah.
Ni Sarah, si Lord
Yung kabila.
Velasco.
Oh, correct. So no one likes him. Except Harry.
Yeah, si
Oh,
bro.
Jim tayo, bro.
Si bro.
Si Jim tayo, bro.
That's strange because Halar Peter is defending, in fact, Sarah in the impeachment now.
Yes.
Do you think so, Justice? Because there's a conspiracy theory na he's just setting it up for
Oh, yung isang chismis kasi,
Kunyari lang daw yun eh. Parang,
yung isang
Go
chismis
ka na,
kasi ay when he was Senate President at under threat siya na matanggal, pumunta siya ng Malacanang.
nag-offer
At
ng
ang
terms of...
sinabi niya ay he will get Sarah impeached. Basta manatili siya daw as Senate President. Of course, yan ay nakaabot kay Sarah.
Patay.
Nakaabot din yan kay Cheese na hindi daw niya isinama dun sa mga dapat protektahan. Parang ang negotiations kasi rito, no, he stays as Senate President. Pero protektahan yung mga tao niya sa Senado except Cheese.
So, allegedly, binenta niya ang kapitbahay niya, yung barangay hall nila na kamag-alas. Sige, sahin niya lahat. Basta ako Senate President.
Yes,
At di gumagana.
Oo.
Delikado ka talaga dyan.
Kaya
Si ate, si spliced video guard.
Hindi, yun ang problema kay ate dahil nawala kasi si Marcoleta, wala yung tag team.
Yun.
So, kailangan mag-level up yung
The
ate.
luminary is not there.
Oo, kailangan mag-level up yung ate. Kaya kailangan niyang, sa simula pa lang, kailangan niyang ipagmalaki saan siya graduate.
Right.
At unfortunately, ay graduate siya sa same school ni Justice Carpio.
Hindi, Justice si Alan. No, Ateneo kayo ni
Si
Alan.
Pia.
Alan.
Pia is UP.
But,
UP.
ayaw ka pala, Ateneo undergrad mo, nako-confuse.
Alan is Ateneo.
You're reverse Alan. You're like...
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Justice. I'm just saying you're reverse Alan. Ateneo, UP, Ateneo. Basta University of Prison daw yung isa. Yan na naman na si Kuya. Which brings me to the question of, yun yung sinasabi ng ibang senador, parang dinudukot yung kabilang team. Alam naman natin, may kaso din dapat yung kabila because, ito, ayaw na sumagot si Ronald. Wala akong alam dyan si Sir Ronald. Wala akong alam dyan. Because, May 21, if I'm not mistaken, there was a news report na hinog na daw yung kaso yung kay Joel. Diba? After everything. Hinog na. So, it's a matter of weeks. August na po. What happened, Bella? What happened, Bella? At saka yung isa, taas kilay at biglang official, officer in charge na siya dun sa impeachment trial. At ngayon, bayani na. May arc of, na siya. Kung parang kilay yan, may redemption arc. May redemption arc siya, di ba? So, and then, to make matters even more complicated, si Bong Revilla, binudots niya daw na naman yung sarili niya, nabudots na naman niya yung sarili niya, selfie agad. So, just as some people are wondering what's going on here, tama naman si Ronald, hindi naman sa walang kasalanan yung kumaiba, it's just that medyo weird yung nangyari sa kabila. How do you see this? Because you defended the ombudsman. You said, okay naman, airtight.
Well, the way to look at it is you cannot do everything at the same time. So you have to prioritize.
Right.
So
Direction of the main.
yeah. So in the time, like for example, Joel Villanueva, you know, press against him
While he's doing the right thing for his
while he's doing the right thing for you.
Don't interrupt him.
But the case won't disappear.
Yes, the case will disappear because it's filed already.
Ano siya, Democles sword siya, ano?
Well, he can ask for katulad si Erap, you can be pardoned,
Right. Oh!
but I don't think the case will disappear.
Right. Right.
Medyo babagal lang yung pace. Because of expediencies.
Parang Justice parang sa Ron, parang siya yung mga Tom and Jerry. Ang bilis-bilis, bigla, bigla sa slow down si Tom.
Slow motion.
Oo. So yung hinog, i-freeze mo muna yung hinog kasi baka maano na ma-expire na yung... What about the Bong Revilla case? Because here, it's an interesting case because the ombudsman himself is implying binututs yan, di ba? And ngayon, you just said that...
Trinabaho. At hindi naman kung ano ibig sabihin ng trinabaho.
And nag-respond ang yung nagsulat ng ponente na basically they're dismissing it, frustration lang yan. Yung lawyer naman ni Bong Revilla, galing tong lawyer na to, galing na pumili ng kliyente, sabi niya, mali yan. You're casting doubt on the integrity of the justice system. Dapat yung dangal ng legal profession ay protektahan ni Remulla. How dare he do that? Basically yung point niya. What he say? Justice, from your smile, I can see your thoughts. But can you articulate it for the favor of our audience? Yeah.
Well, I think the right thing to do for the ombudsman is to appeal.
Yeah.
The grant of bail.
Right.
Because the testimony of Yusuf Bernardo, is siya mismo naghatid ng pera. Physically.
Yun nga yung problema.
Tapos ngayon, parang yan the other case of Bong Revilla, he was acquitted.
Right.
Pero yung
was
pera
asked to
na
pay.
punta sa bank account niya, pinapasahuli, ayaw niya isahuli.
Kasi
acquitted
it's
ako
there, so wala akong magagawa. Andyan na. Ganon ka ba, Sir Ronald, pag may maling nag-Gcash sa'yo? Ayaw mo ipalik.
Lalikan may agimat siya kasi
Yun din eh.
sa first case, ang pera andun na sa bank account niya. Hindi pa siya na-convict. Dito, yung bundle of millions of hundreds of millions.
Yeah,
Pero hindi ba siya pwedeng kasuhan doon sa hindi pagsole?
Yun nga eh, Sir Ronald.
What I think it's he it's in the Supreme Court now.
Yun nga.
As the way I understand it, he's questioning why he was acquitted and he was still required to return the money. But there is a danger there, as far as I know. If you appeal a judgment in a criminal case, when it reaches the Supreme Court, everything is thrown open. The entire case.
right.
So you could be convicted.
Pwedeng bawiin.
mag-reset.
Pwede bawiin.
Oh.
So,
So let
that's
them
what I
keep
know.
it. Parang gano'n na lang.
Yeah. So,
I didn't know that, Justice.
yeah, because the rule
Okay,
is
that makes sense.
if a criminal case is appealed by either the prosecution or the defendant, it opens
Resets the clock.
the case.
Yeah, basically, oh wow.
It opens the entire case for review by the Supreme Court. Yun ang problema niya. So I don't know how they did it,
Interesting.
even if they said partial lang, but the doctrine is it opens the entire case for review. So I don't know if I was told that he filed an appeal to on that ruling that he has to return the money.
Yeah.
But that will open wide.
Pandora's box na yun. What is your read of the ruling itself? I mean, you have 3-2, diba? So it's pretty close.
On the grant of bail.
Yes.
The grant of bail is
Can we explain to people, Justice?
Because people thought it was a non-bailable offense.
Yeah,
it's a non-bailable offense, but that means the penalty imposable is reclusion perpetua or higher, and evidence of guilt is strong. Well, even if it's non-bailable, it's subject to this condition, to the condition of evidence of guilt is strong.
Yeah.
The evidence shows that Yusek Bernardo personally gave the money. So, parang, parang yung pera na uwi doon sa bank account mo, paano how can you explain that?
Yeah.
Yung cheque ni Napoles na punta na deposito sa account mo, how can you explain that? So, if you ask me, evidence of guilt is strong. Kasi dala-dala yung pera.
Yeah, exactly.
Nagkwento pa sila, nagkape pa sila. So I really don't know why the Sandigan said evidence of guilt is not strong.
Kaya baka
That's
totoo
why I
yun
think
siya.
if it's brought up,
I-appeal na lang.
might be reversed by the Supreme Court.
And what is your assessment of the Sandigan Bayan itself? Because some people are wondering, okay, yung ombudsman at least gumagalaw na yung baso finally. And then people are wondering, oh wait, and you were the one who said the justice system is not just the judiciary. Everyone talks about Supreme Court, your beloved institution, but it's kabuuan yan, di ba? Kasama dyan ang ombudsman, Sandigan Bayan. What's going on there? Like, how are the Sandigan Bayan judges even appointed? How do you make sure, connect the dots? Justice, what's going on there?
Well, you just have to look at the result of their decision. But what is their decision?
Their track
Yeah.
record.
You have a decision which says he is acquitted, but he must return the money that was found in his bank account. I cannot square that.
Yeah, yun nga eh. Yeah, like I'm asking already a legal luminaire, like us normal people, like we're looking at like parang hindi ko makita how do you put this together. But again, in fairness, you cannot say this is selective justice. This is something else because even the ombudsman who allegedly is of the same wavelength as the administration, even he called this out. If they appeal it, what are we looking at, Justice, in terms of scenarios? I-appeal ngayon ni ombudsman yung kay...
Yung grant of bail, he should bring it to the Supreme Court.
To take it to the Supreme
Yes,
Court?
yes.
Oh.
Well, the first thing is to file a motion for recall and then
Right.
bring it up.
Pero kung dinala yan sa taas, hindi kaya pwede mangyari yung sinasabi mo na ma-reopen yung case niya?
No,
Hindi na.
wala pa.
Only just the grant of bail.
Yeah, this is where
Ah.
we still haven't finished the prosecution yet.
Right.
It's just,
It's just that, yeah.
there's no judgment yet.
Exactly, Justice. Which brings us now to the issue of number of votes. Because Justice, the operating assumption ngayon is 16 ang kailangan mo for Sara impeachment. We'll go to the substance of the hearings very shortly, but just on the numbers game, no? But there are some people saying from inside na baka 14, 15 kaya. And then suddenly we're hearing that actually 14 or 15 could be counted as sufficient for an impeachment. what's going on there? Kasi for sure, dadalhin nito sa Supreme Court if ever 15 yan. And some people are saying, actually, kahit 14 nga, pwede na rin. Dahil yung dalawa dyan, hindi na pwede bumoto. I don't know what happens if Alan Peter Cayetano also is taken in. Then, so, what's going on? Bakit biglang, ano na siya, moving goalpost na siya, hindi na siya 16? It could be 15, it could be 14. What's going on there?
Well, the Constitution says impeachment conviction requires 2/3 of all the members of the Senate.
Of all the men. So, you need generic.
Okay,
Yeah.
2/3. It's not a fixed number. It's not like 16.
Yes.
If 2/3, it depends
Of what? Yung denominator.
yeah, how you interpret the phrase of all the members of the Senate.
Yeah.
Of course, if somebody died, let's say there are only 2 died, there are only 22.
You don't count 20?
You don't count those who died because they cannot vote.
Yeah.
So, in other words, the 2/3 is movable depending on
Right.
how many can vote. Okay, you may be disqualified. You cannot vote if you died, but if you are in jail and the law says automatically once you are in jail for violation of the Plunder law, you are automatically suspended from office. Now, previously the court said if you are charged and you are under detention by the court, like a mayor is charged and he's under detention, he cannot exercise the functions of his office. There is a vice mayor who takes over.
Yeah.
He cannot sign any contract. He
Correct.
cannot do anything, any of the functions of a mayor, because a vice mayor is taking
Correct.
up.
Correct.
In the case of the Senate, if you are detained, you cannot, of course, go to office. There is no vice senator who can take
Right.
over.
Very mag-set up.
But it doesn't mean that you can, because there is no vice senator who can take over, you will continue to exercise. It's just that you cannot exercise. Nobody will exercise. So it's a legitimate question to be decided by the Supreme Court because on one hand, the Constitution says 2/3 of all the members. But if, let us assume for the sake of argument that 9 of the 24 senators either died or resigned, so they cannot vote. 9, so there will only be 15 of them. So if you follow the rule that 2/3 means absolutely 16, only 15 sitting senators are left, that means there is no accountability anymore.
Yun nga eh. Yes,
So
exactly.
nobody of the impeachable officers can be tried and convicted anymore. So you do not interpret the Constitution to negate a provision like that. So I would say that 2/3 of those who can vote legally.
And yung determination na can vote is, for instance, sabi ngayon, let's say Sandigan Bayan says, let's talk about it. Jinggoy and Marcoleta cannot vote. So
Cannot
yun yung
vote
can
because,
not
yes,
vote. Yeah.
because under the Plunder law, it says once you are charged and you are in the custody of a court, you are automatically suspended from office. So
Which
you
means yung functions mo
Yun nga eh.
as a senator is
Exactly.
suspended.
It's a
Yeah.
functional argument.
To
eh.
attend.
Exactly.
Diba?
Yes.
Yun yung functions mo as a
So
senator.
I think
14 is even arguable then.
yes,
Oh, wow.
depending on how many are left.
Which is another open question at this
Because
point.
with
Yeah, because
21, with
there might be
21,
more
Oh.
who will be charged with plunder.
yeah.
Than in the minority. In the minority. 5 out of 8, parang ganun. Oh.
Because now with 21,
Yeah.
So that's my interpretation because
Exactly.
you cannot interpret the Constitution to negate a provision. And if you say it's absolutely 16 no matter what, pag 15 na lang naiwan, all the rest died.
Right.
You-
Tapos sabi mo 16 lang pwede, right? Like, well, saan kami kukuha ng multo na ghost senator? Ilagay namin 16, di ba? That's an interesting argument. Like, God forbid, there's like a major natural, the disaster.
Oh.
Half of the Senate got killed, or God forbid, di ba? Then how do you produce 16? Di ba? How do you produce the bodies?
Say mo, you want Hap to be killed?
No. I said God forbid.
Okay.
Pero, by the way, Sir Ron, did you see the news na may nahuling magnanakaw sa Senado?
Oo. Malaki yung ninakaw, ah. Hindi yung Hindi yung laptop, ah. Oo.
Ano nangyari sa Senado natin? Sabi ng iba, wait lang, senador ba yan or tao? Like,
Oo.
Justice Carol, do you remember a time na naging parang palengke na doon sa Senado kung sino-sino? Is there a new culture emerging, Sir Ronald? An entrepreneurial grifter?
Actually, tingin ko matagal na yan. Pero ngayon lang sumabog sa mukha natin. Oh, yung habulan sa stairs, yung barilan, yung iyakan.
Grabe sa Senate.
Diba? Yung online,
Oh my God.
online selling. No? Ibig sabihin, nangyayari yan eh. Pero ngayon lang talaga sabay-sabay sumabog. Yung nakawan, no?
I was just wondering. But Justice, thank you for talking about this because many thought the 16 is gonna look very
It's
hard. Absolute, and it's gonna look hard expediency-wise because meron tayong mga senator judges who are more Duterte than judge, right? Or more Duterte than anything else, even a senator.
Meron?
Meron Sir Ronald.
Hindi ko napansin.
Yung isa nga sabi niya literal kahit sunugin daw siya, amoy Duterte pa rin siya. So I don't know what else do you need? Ano pa bang bigayin natin sa'yo? So what do you think about this situation? Can you foresee a scenario? Kasi if it goes to 15 or 14, the odds massively increase. Parang 16 is way below 25%, people are saying. Once you put at 15, suddenly it's like almost 50-50. Put it at 14, suddenly it's like 75% almost chance. Madugo yan. But what about optics? What about the politics?
Tatlo kasi important variables dito sa impeachment. Una, yung numbers. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng 2/3? Is it 16 or 14?
How absolute?
16 is more uphill. 14 is much doable. No? So yun yung una. Ano ba magiging decision dyan? Either by the Senate or the Supreme Court. Pwede rin kasi pagpasyahan niya ng Senate eh. By a simple majority. Ang ibig sabihin ng 2/3 ay 14 lang.
Correct.
At bahala na yung iba maghabol sa Supreme Court. No? Yung iba, sinasabi, diretso na Supreme Court. No? Yung ikalawa ay yung Court of Public Opinion.
Yes.
No? Na pinapanood lahat ito. Na once in a while, ang strategy ng defense ay ma-bore to death yung publiko para hindi na makita yung ebidensya. Hindi na, mag-sign off na sila. Pero yan, napakahalaga niyan dahil sa political calculation ng maraming mga senador ay yan yung dominant. No? Dahil they are national politicians. So yung national opinion ng mga botante ay crucial sa kanila. Halimbawa, pag lumabas yung mga unexplained wealth, that can be a game changer. For now, ayon sa Okta, bribery yung pinakahihintay ng mga tao.
Are you surprised by that? Na bribery more than grave threat by factor of 4 to 1 and then even more, almost twice than yung confidential.
Well, baka kasi sa isip ng mga tao, bribery is bribery. No? Pero pag in-scale down mo na yan, ang pinag-uusapan dito ay bribery sa DepEd. Baka tapos pag nilevel up mo na, anong ibig sabihin ng unexplained wealth in their billions, magbabago yan. Depende yan doon sa paano ginawa yung tanong nung survey firm.
Yun din yun exactly. The nuances matter.
Pero ikatlo, yung tingin kong isa ring napakahalaga, yung hindi pinag-uusapan.
Right.
Yung carrot and stick. Yung role ng other institutions of government.
The invisible hand of the market. Like, very Adam Smith yan.
Yes.
Invisible hand.
Yung bumabagal yung takbo ng mga Tom and Jerry. Yan, di ba? Yung mga di ba? Yung mga gano'n, no? Ito yung usually quid pro quo, carrot and stick. Of course, walang aamin yan. No, walang aamin diyan sa executive, walang aamin sa Senate, no. Pero alam natin na hindi tayo nakatira sa kuweba, it exists.
Ito ay dahil dun sa Wikipedia page ni Ronaldo M. Llamas, nakalagay na he allegedly played the roles.
Hindi ako yung may sabi nun, ha?
Dito sa Wikipedia, he allegedly played the roles sa Corona, impeachment.
Corona
he was said to have played a significant wink-wink role during the impeachment of that working in the background as an emissary to key personality and groups.
Si Corona nagsabi nun, hindi ako. Sabi ko.
GMA Network News ang kanyang ito. Kaugnay na kaso ni Corona, Llamas itinangging naging emisaryo siya ng Palacios. Andito po, paki-download. Screenshot. May screenshot po.
Yung kasi yung speech ni Chief Justice Corona.
Wala ko
daw,
sa
may kagagawa ng impeachment.
Hindi kasi kami pinanakapon sa Ron, kaya nagbabasa po kami ng Wikipedia. Oo. At saka yung source, in fairness, GMA Network. Last part, Justice Carpy, going back to this. Oh, by the way, there's a hearing. What is our assessment of the actual hearing? Yun ang problema kung walang rule of law. Like, lahat na lang pinag-usapan except yung hearing mismo. So now in the final part of our discussion, Justice, what is your assessment so far from the grave threat now dito sa not one but two piatos? Mas malaki pa yung bayad kay Renan ba yan? Renan piatos kaysa kay ano. At ang bayad sa kanila, gamot, other benefits, I don't know, sari-sari store. What's going on dito sa hearing so far, Justice, from basically Ligutan to Jokno to Kapunan and also the defense side? Do you think it's smarter for defense using Attorney Poa, who's much more maluman?
Justice kasi major shift tong kahapon eh.
Yun nga eh, yeah.
Mula dun sa testimonial evidence nung grave threats papunta ngayon sa documentary evidence.
Exactly.
Pinag-uusapan kasi
Resibo,
ngayon
everything, 100%.
audit reports,
Correct.
no? Tax reports at saka bank accounts. So
Correct.
medyo voluminous 15 boxes yung ino-authenticate nila kahapon, di ba? So medyo major shift ito.
Correct.
Sabi ng prosecution, baka dramatically bawasan na nila yung mga tetestigo. Ito na yung magiging basis nila for at least for this article, no, sa confidential fund. Kaya sa ganyang context,
Correct.
ano bang assessment nyo sa ganyang shift na yan?
Right.
Is that enough or kinakailangan mo ng corroboration sa mga papeles na yan by actual human beings? No?
Well, I think they have not presented
Yet.
the military guy, no?
No.
Di pa. And to
At
explain yung...
may possibility na hindi nila gamitin. Like Madriaga. Ilang sabi ni Terry Redon. No? Pinagdidebatihan pa nila.
internally. Sa
Parang
prosecution.
sinasabi nila, baka sapat na itong mga resibo. Ang sabi ko kahapon sa isang interview, baka hindi pa sapat.
Hindi.
Dahil the Court of Public Opinion
Hindi nila naintindihan how it
will
operates.
be shaped not by papers, not by document. They will be shaped
By the interpretation.
by a corroboration, like a Madriaga, a La Chica, etc.
Well, I think they have to present the military guy.
To explain yung intelligence funds, how it's used.
The intelligence.
Hindi,
fund,
siya
because
nagdala, siya nag-deliver.
You're right. Yeah.
They have to bring.
Correct.
They have to call him to testify. Hindi, the way I look at it, hindi pa sapat.
Yeah.
They have to bring out.
I agree. Even si Lacson, di ba, yun din ang point na, that was also my point. If not that guy, someone who can explain bakit may aliases, pero hindi pwede Hao-Shao yung aliases, hindi pwedeng Garapalan, hindi pwede yung Bara-Bara. Kasi ang excuse parati ng mga Duterte side, they keep on tagging me, bakit Richard, kung ikaw bang source, ilalagay namin Noy namin. Siyempre, ilalagay namin Piatos, ganyan-ganan, Andilim, mga ganon. So, someone has to explain to the people, bakit suspicious
pero
ito.
yung initial testimony kasi ni Madriaga sa Justice Committee sa House,
Right.
sinasabi niya, una, bahagi ako ng mga bagmen
correct.
and deliver nito. Pati nga si Justice Martirez na sinabi niya, ako nagdala dyan ng pera. No? Ikalawa, ang sinasabi niya, hindi lang ito naubos in 11 days. Naubos ito in just 1 day. No?
Right.
Yung mga ganun ba na mga testimony will really dramatize the extent of the corruption.
Yeah, I don't see why they will not call Madriaga and
La Chica.
the Chica because they will explain more clearly.
Correct.
Especially for the layman.
Yung mechanics.
Kasi
Oo.
La Chica is the last guy to be in possession and delivering the money.
Yes.
Yes, you have to show
Correct.
that.
Yeah, someone has to explain.
Kasi sasabihin niya, what will he say? That he actually gave the money to Piatos? There is no Piatos eh.
There's no but there are two Piatos.
Yeah, one with the spelling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
Yeah, but yeah, he has to, he will be, I think there was investigation by the military.
Correct.
And I don't know what the outcome was in that. What was the result of that investigation?
Ano sila chika never appeared pa anywhere. Either sa Quadcom or sa Justice Committee. Hindi pa siya lumalabas.
But attacking
Kaya
sila for their
everybody is-
credibility, di ba? Yun yung
Sinasabi lang, parang, hindi, ang kine-question ng defense ng credibility, si Madriaga.
hindi yung isa.
Ang,
Interesting.
ang nila, kung kukunin sila chika, he will be a hostile witness. No?
Correct.
Yun yung,
Yeah. But you need to present La Chica because he was the one actually giving the money.
yes. Yes.
And do you need more witnesses like the COA witness we had the other day na in-explain pa? Which, by the way, the defense keeps on saying hindi competent yung witness to pass a judgment on whether properly na dispersing fund. But do you need a witness like that? Kasi dun sa land bank, parang ang naging weird ng discussion, unusual pero hindi malicious. Parang ito, yung COA guy would say, opo, medyo ano po yan, medyo may...
Irregular.
Regular yan. Parang, basically, there's something wrong there. Something is very suspicious. Do you need a witness more like that, Justice? From a prosecution strategy point of view.
Yeah, because the COA witness was important to inform everybody what was a regular liquidation.
And he has the competence. He was within his rights to
yeah.
say that. Oh.
So that the Senate judges would know that whether there was compliance
Correct.
with those requirements of liquidation. But I hope they will present La Chica.
Right. So La Chica is the last point. Just to close this off, parang ang sarap ng discussion, tagal. Sir Ronald, let's talk about this scenario. Let's say if the 14, 15 for some reason, for me suddenly it's probable na. Like suddenly now the idea of Sara getting impeached is not as improbable or impossible. Freeze lang muna natin yung content. What does that do to the electoral map at yung long-term prospects? If Sara gets impeached indeed, what does that do to the 2028 electoral map? Sabog opens the floodgates.
If Sara is impeached, marami makakahinga.
Well, that's a given. Yeah.
Pero baka mas more than one yung mga hindi to mas maraming tatakbo.
Right.
Kung may impeach si Sara. Kung hindi siya may impeach, tingin ko it will basically be a one-on-one battle.
Lenny versus Sara. And
Not necessarily. Could be Risa. Could be
yes.
Bam,
Sorry.
no?
Sorry. Yeah.
Could be, pero
One-on-one.
one-on-one.
Parang
One-on-one.
parang yun yung line ng certain Hey Darian before Ronald said, Nande Len na yan. Okay, so I'll be more like that Hey Darian. It will be one from the progressive centrist forces versus one from the Duterte camp, basically.
Oh, it will be one for everybody na anti-Duterte or non-Duterte.
Duterte versus the Republic of the Philippines, basically.
Yes.
Yun ang mangyari.
Kung may impeach naman siya,
Simpiness.
mag-field sila ng plan B
Yeah.
na pwedeng si Bastian or si Robin Hood Padilla na sinasabi niya plan B rin siya.
Plan B. Ako rin may plan B.
Or, which I doubt, si Bongo.
Bongo, yeah.
Which I doubt.
Which is,
Ang dami ng Damocles sword sa ulo.
medyo,
Oh, yun
parang
na.
Game of Thrones na yung ano niya, ang dami yung
Basta
sword
nga,
na ganyan.
if I were Bongo, ang agenda ko lang is survival.
For now.
Oh.
And then let's see.
Pero yung mga tatakbo, posible may tumakbong tulpo, posible may one or two galing sa pink, posible may isang independent, no? Posible merong Malacanang patakbuhin, no? Dahil kung ma-impeach si Sara, may possibility na hindi tumuloy si Lenny.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's more than 50% that Lenny will not run. I think that's my understanding. Hindi tatakbo sila. I mean, and the only reason we should run if ever siya lang nakikitang, which brings me to you, Justice Carpio. We had this discussion since March, February, no, na pinag-usapan natin na if it's gonna be Sara, the understanding of some people is really Lenny. And I think more and more numbers are showing that. I think the latest survey, there's gonna be one survey coming out soon, it says almost down to single digit na yung difference. We're looking at 8 to 11, 12%. But if Sara gets impeached, Justice, does that change the conversation around Lenny na? Basically, Riza na, Bam na, primaries, what are we looking at? Because that's the scenario we did not discuss. We keep on discussing why Lenny is the one, should be the one to be the standard bearer of the Republic of the Philippines, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, if Sara is not impeached, but she's that means if Sara is impeached
Right.
and there's a disqualification,
Right.
then it's a free for all.
Free for all. Exactly. And what is the ideal process? Survey na naman titingnan, primaries, internal discussion. Kasi you don't want a situation of Riza versus Bam versus, I don't know, something like that. You don't want also that, right? Like, still, you want a good president. Parang, sige, happy ka na yung next president mo, hindi, nag-hire ng assassin. But still, what is the idea of a ideal candidate for the progressive centrist forces?
Well,
If
of
Lek
course,
doesn't run,
the most important thing is integrity,
yeah.
because that's one thing that us presidents did not have, and
Yeah.
that's why we are in this mess. So we look for somebody who has integrity.
Hindi naman. Okay, I'll keep it there. Baka hindi ka pa nadulas.
Saka competence.
Yes, of course, Sir Ronald.
Well, that's
We tend to forget that, the confidence part, which is very important actually.
Dahil it's not only a political crisis, it's an economic crisis.
And also a national security crisis. Kanina minention natin, we are in big trouble when it comes to China and West Philippine Sea. So, sana it's a president who's also patriotic and meron siyang strategic vision for the country, no? In the new era. Thank you very much for joining me in my latest episode with my new bros. Bro Ronald, brother Ronald, thank you very much for joining.
Richard.
Gym tayo mamaya. Sir Ronald. And of course, ang ating minamahal na Justice Carpio. Thank you very much, Justice Carpio. But actually, diba, just to be fair, I mean, this was your idea we discussed also. But of course, I love to be with you, but it is your idea na isama si Ronald. For some reason, I've been hesitating to put all of us together. Worry ako magulo. But in fairness, this was a very subdued, nice discussion. I wonder why.
What was the reason for your hesitancy?
Hindi kaya nga, nung nakita ko yung Harry kay
Sabi ko kasi for some reason eh.
Hindi, for many reasons actually. Kasi kapag kami ni Justice, tumatawa kami pero disente kami, Sir Ronald. Politically correct kami. Yun sa'yo problema, hindi ka politically correct. Yun ang problema.
Like most Filipinos.
Tayo namin, karami parang ka Robin ng Padilla, madlang. No? At kami ni Justice, ayaw namin makasuhan. Ikaw kasi never ka nakasuhan eh. Siya, luminary. Ako nakasuhan na. So, ikaw,
Lumusot naman.
Lumusot naman. Nabudos ka rin.
Sabi ko, Justice, wala namang kakwenta-kwenta yung kaso niya. Community service.
Parang-
At sabi ko,
Pero hindi yan ang sinasabi nila. So, Uy, Richard, maglagay ka ng tattoo maglagay ka na, magdala ka ng sabon mo Wag ka. Ganun ang mga advice na sa akin last year.
tinatakot ko lang, tinatakot
Last
ko
year,
lang.
Richard, maglagay ka ng tattoo, magpabili ka na. Yung sabon mo wag mo yan pag may nahulog na sabon wag mo Sir naman, sabi ko, yung nanay ko nagalit. Uy, yung mga yan, dun sa kabilang channel, pinagtatawan yung 6 months mo na community service and all. So, Sir Ronald, bakit ka ganun? Mag-Oxford pa ako nun, hindi alam ng tao. Siyempre, ayaw ko masira yung aking Oxford trip na community, magsabon-sabon ako dyan sa So, on that note, salamat si Bro Ronald. Hindi niya sinira yung dynamics namin ni Justice Carpio at nakalusot naman kami. At since my life kami, I think we will survive this conversation. Dami siguro natamaan. Thank you very much for joining us the latest episode of RAR plus Justice Carpio. Sana itong Gang of Three. I think there's a feature to this Gang of Three. Talk to you soon.